So, as you've just learned from our intro, dynamics refers to the ability to play louder or softer. So let's talk about what that means. In some pieces of music, you see the letter P written in what might seem like a random location. However, to the composer and to the performer, it is absolutely not random. The letter P stands for piano. Piano means softly. You might have noticed that there was a letter P in the last piece we played, which was Gotelat Rodi. Another dynamic that was found in Gotelat Rodi was MF. Now, the MF requires some explanation. In fact, it requires two explanations. First, we need to know what the F stands for, and then we can talk about what the M stands for. F means loudly. So if you see an F just on its own, that means we play loudly. Now, if you see an F preceded by an M, that means mezzo forte. Mezzo means middle. So what the composer is trying to say is, we're going to play almost loud. Likewise, you can have mezzo piano, which means almost soft, or a little soft. So these dynamics can actually be quite subjective, and a lot of how you interpret the proposed volume will depend on the music that you're playing, how it appears, how the dynamic appears in a particular part of the piece, and also what the other dynamics are in the entire piece or in the entire section of the piece. So you can see this is where we have some creativity that allows us to choose based on our own inclinations and our own knowledge of the performance style and practice of the particular composer. Now, in some instances, you will see not just one F, but two Fs, or even three Fs, all next to each other. Two Fs means fortissimo, very loudly. Three Fs means fortissimo, and you just keep adding sisses until you, the more Fs you add. So you have fortissimo. You have as many as you want. Likewise, you can have piano with two Ps, pianissimo, three Ps, pianissimo, etc. So you can keep getting softer, or with the Fs you keep getting louder. Now there's another symbol which I'd like to teach you, and this one you find in O Come Little Children. We like to call these hairpins, just to be funny, and also just to kind of prevent us from having to say long Italian words. But there is a hairpin which looks a bit like that. That's called a crescendo. And at least from where I'm standing, if you really want to get the right direction, you have to do it this way. So it's getting larger, just like, I don't know if you remember greater than and less than symbols in math. Well, in our context, that means crescendo, which means get louder. The other direction means get softer. So we have a crescendo and a diminuendo. And excuse my back. Crescendo and diminuendo. Get louder and get softer. A diminuendo can also be called a decrescendo. So all you have to know is that when you see the symbol that goes this way, get louder, this one gets softer. And you know what? It doesn't mean you have to get louder to forte when you see the crescendo. Sometimes there's a forte written at the end of that symbol. Sometimes there's nothing written. Sometimes you get that symbol within the context of playing piano. So for instance, we can have a P written at the beginning of that symbol, and then maybe an MF written at the end of the symbol. So we're not really making much of a crescendo at all in some instances. Other times you can get a pianissimo at the beginning, getting as loud as a fortissimo. That's a huge crescendo. So there's a lot of flexibility here in the musical notation.